flight. Okay, engine stop. APA at a descent. Mode control both. Auto descent engine command override off. Engine arm off. 13 is in.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
And we're getting a picture on the TV. There's a great deal of contrast in it, and currently it's upside down on our monitor, but we can make out a fair amount of detail.
Prepared to set foot upon the
Okay,
moon.
Neil, we can see at the foot of the ladder, the LEM footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the LEM now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
July 20th, 1969. 3 men are sent into space to land on the moon. One of these men, Neil Armstrong, became the first man to step on the moon. But this is not about the moon landing. This is about the first human to walk on the surface of the moon. This is the story of Neil Alden Armstrong. On January 26, 1949, Neil Alden Armstrong joined the U.S. Navy, becoming a test pilot for the hypersonic X-15 rocket plane, and left the U.S. Navy in 1962 when he was accepted into the second class of NASA astronauts. On March 16, 1966, he piloted the Gemini 6 mission with astronaut David Scott. The goal of the mission was to perform the first successful docking maneuver. 27 minutes after the docking, the capsule began to yaw and tumble violently. Armstrong separated the capsule from the GATV, causing it to spin rapidly, exceeding 1 revolution per second. Both Armstrong and Scott managed to deactivate the OAMS, and managed to counteract the spinning of the capsule by firing each of the 16 re-entry control system thrusters, stabilizing the spin of the capsule by using 75% of the fuel in the RCS. Due to the premature use of the re-entry control system, they had to immediately land because of the Gemini safety rules. From the landing of the EVA and the other activities were cancelled. Neil Armstrong would not pilot another mission until March 16, 1969, along with the astronauts Michael Collins and Buzz Aldrin. On the morning of July 16, 1969, astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins waited on the top of a Saturn V rocket. At 9:32 a.m. at Eastern Standard Time, the rocket thrusters containing 7.5 million pounds of thrusting power fired, launching Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins into space and into history. After about 1.5 orbits around Earth, they get a go to start towards the moon. After 3 days, they reach moon orbit, and Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin enter the lunar module of the Eagle and begin towards the lunar surface, while Michael Collins stays in the command module of the Columbia. The computer alarm sounds throughout the Eagle, alerting Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. The reason for the error being the computer trying to do too many things at once and crashed. Because of this, Armstrong had to take manual control of the cabin, and at 4:17 p.m. at Eastern Standard Time, with only 30 seconds of fuel remaining, Armstrong radios.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Mission Control erupts into celebration as Neil Armstrong steps off the lander, saying,
"That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind."